Fortnite doesn't care about seasonal events anymore. And look, I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, but after 3 lackluster seasonal events, from No Sweat Summer to Fortnitemares, and now Winterfest just ending so abruptly, it seems quite obvious that Epic has lost the passion for seasonal events. Now, let me make something clear. I don't get overly excited for seasonal events myself. To be honest, with the exception of Fortnitemares, anytime a seasonal event happens, it's like, oh yeah, Fortnite's doing that summer thing again. But even I will admit that these last few haven't really felt like events. They felt more like cash grabs. And for the people that do get excited about seasonal events, I actually do feel sorry for you. And I can understand why people love them. But why do these events feel so still? Why do they not feel like they used to? Looking back at the good old days of Fortnite, seasonal events had a bigger impact on the game. And this is where I think I personally enjoy them the most. A seasonal event normally means a change to the game meta, at least for Fortnitemares and Winterfest. For example, with those 2 events, you'll typically have significant map changes like a thick fog covering the entire map, or a different camera filter or texture covering the Fortnite island. And then in the case of Winterfest, normally snow covers the entire map. We get snowmen, snow grenades, things that really change up the game's meta. On top of that, we normally get new POIs or major changes added to POIs, new NPCs added to the map. And for Winterfest this year, we got some of that. But with that being said, it still seems like there is a bit of a change going on with the seasonal events. Another thing people used to get really excited for were the free cosmetics. In previous years, it seemed like Epic put more effort into them. Specifically with Winterfest 2020, Epic gave us brand new skins that had never been used or seen before. But in the last couple of years, they've taken pre-existing skins and just altered them to be Christmas themed. And listen, those new skins, those reskins have been fan favorites, but this kind of proves my point that Epic is transitioning into a new phase. And I believe that phase to be collabs. See, Epic would rather give more time, energy, and effort into something they can make money off of than giving something brand new for free to their player base. And quite frankly, I think collabs are going to be the way of the future. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's where Fortnite is going. And what I've noticed is that there seems to be one big collab for every seasonal event. And I'm not talking about just some new skins or items in the item shop. I'm talking about a weapon or a loot pool change that gets added into the meta. For example, the Dragon Ball collab seemed more like Summerfest than actual Summerfest did. For Winterfest, the My Hero Academia collab seemed to take center stage. So now maybe Fortnite's entering a new meta where in every seasonal event, there's a big anime collab. And if you think about it, we're getting anime skins more frequently, so there's probably a good chance that we're gonna see a lot more of your favorite animes coming to Fortnite soon. The issue with this though is that unfortunately these collabs do not make Fortnite what it is. We all know whether it's the Kamehameha or the Deku Smash, these items are not gonna be in the game forever, they're temporary. They're gonna be in there for a couple of weeks, and in the case of My Hero Academia, it was only in there for about 5 days. And I understand the reason why they had to do it. They did it because people were unfortunately having seizures, and that makes complete sense. The problem is when you have a collab and you make your seasonal event rely so heavily on the collab, when it doesn't work, it unfortunately makes everything else just kind of seem more dull. And at the end of the day, I think Epic realizes that really they can just make more money with collabs. Rather than give you newly designed skins for free, they're going to make new skins that you're going to have to pay for, but you also have an emotional attachment to because you enjoy the intellectual property. It's a common practice you see businesses use all the time. Once a company lures you in and gets you addicted, they give you less of what you originally liked about their products to cut costs. Casinos do this, restaurants do this, and now you're seeing it with Epic Games. There was a time you could expect Fortnite to give out a lot of free skins throughout the year, but now they've just dwindled to a handful. And listen, I'm appreciative of whatever Epic wants to give out for free, but at the same time, I do realize that this is a business move. Finally, I think what people need to understand is because Fortnite hasn't been putting much effort into these events, because there haven't been significant changes to the maps depending on the season, it doesn't put you in the same mood. When the entire map is covered in snow, it feels like Christmas. When there's a deep, thick fog and zombies all around the island, it feels like Halloween and fall time. These map changes and these weapon updates typically reflect the season, and when we don't have that, something feels off. And part of it could also be because a lot of us are getting older. Like, you're not going to get that same exciting feeling you did when you were younger about these events. Take it from someone who's been there. In real life, actual holidays don't feel the same anymore. Christmas does not have the same magic that it used to when I was younger. And that's just a part of growing up. I also think we should give Epic a bit of a pass on this Winterfest. They gave us an entire new chapter right before it dropped. There was tons of new content for people to enjoy. They took a risk with the collab, and even though it didn't work out, it was still fun for the time that we had it. And also, they were on break all of Winterfest. And quite frankly, they deserve it. They put in a lot of work. I am curious though to see how many updates they're gonna give us, not just this season, but overall in this chapter. And speaking of, I realized I haven't given my thoughts on chapter 4 yet, but I think I want to save that for my next video. Until then, why don't you subscribe to the channel, and also check out this video right here, which is a recap of everything that we experienced together as a community in 2022. I love you guys, and I'll catch you soon. Peace out.